For years, Nakamura sat through board meetings like clockwork. Spreadsheets, forecasts, quiet nods. Then one day, a man stood up. Not an executive, not part of the company. He didn't raise his voice. He just said one name, Nakamura, and the room changed. Because in the 1980s Japan, the most powerful man in the room wasn't on the payroll. He was with the Yakuza. For years, Japan's economy had done nothing but rise. Office towers went up, stock prices climbed, and the men running Japan Incorporated, the CEOs, the chairman, acted like kings. But they weren't the only ones paying attention. In the shadows of those same boardrooms, the Yakuza were building leverage, not with guns, not with violence, with information. Their tactic was called Sokaiya, a kind of corporate parasite. They'd buy a handful of shares, just enough to legally attend shareholder meetings. Then they'd wait. But they didn't come unprepared. They already knew things. A mistress, an undeclared trip, falsified earnings, things no journalist knew, things not even the board knew. Because the Yakuza had spent months gathering dirt, they ran private clubs, hostess bars, underground casinos, all wired, all watched. A tired executive, too many drinks, one careless moment. That's all it took. Then came the offers, the recordings, the envelope. One executive got a call at home. The voice on the other end asked if he remembered a woman named Ri. Then they read back the contents of an expense report he thought no one would ever see. He paid the next day. By the mid-80s, this wasn't rare. It was standard. Toshiba, Nomura Securities, Daiichi Kangyo Bank, even Japan Airlines. Hundreds of companies were paying off Sokaiya to keep things quiet. And when they didn't, a question would be asked, loudly, in front of investors and press. A tabloid would mysteriously print an expose the next day. A competitor would suddenly get access to privileged financial data. Sometimes careers ended before the meeting even adjourned. Executives stopped thinking like leaders. They started thinking like targets. They knew more about me than my own board did, one of them later said. The Sokaiya didn't need to be many. Just loud, just present, just dangerous. This wasn't street crime. This was blackmail, institutionalized, carried out in suits and neckties. By 1991, over 200 major firms were making under-the-table payments to keep the Yakuza quiet. But for the syndicates, this was more than income. It was power. And power, once it gets a seat at the table, doesn't leave quietly.